I want to tell you today about a great new product Creative Memories has called Simple Page Kits. Some of you may not have heard of them, but they are wonderful. They're perfect for the brand new scrapbooker. They're perfect for people who have scrapped a long time. Even someone who's scrapped for a while and put it aside and now wants to get back into it and they're not sure where to start. It covers everything. They started these last year and they've been really growing in popularity. So what they do is they put out a simple page kit for each month of the year. And there is a coordinating palette that they choose each year. Last year it was primary colors. This year it's blues, greens, beiges with pops of other colors within the palette. So they all blend. And what's so nice about that is you don't have to do any thinking. No brain power here. It's all done for you. And all of the pieces are put in the kit for you. So you don't have to spend time hunting around trying to find the right pieces to put on your page. So I love that. And I really love this year's palette. Blues, greens, beiges. It works for so many occasions. So I want to show you a little bit about how they work and explain why they're so great. I know once you try it, you will love it too. If you choose to do a 2-page spread each month, you have a really nice flow to your book because all of the colors are in the same tones. And there are splashes of other complementary colors, but it just gives a really nice flow to your book. I've been scrapping for over 30 years now, but I love a clean, simple, fast page. The artwork that goes with this is just beautiful. You can see it's just soft watercolor images. And honestly, that's my favorite. I just love that look. So I wanted to show you, this is what it would look like. This is the Simple Page Kit bundle number 2. The first one is 1, 2, 3. Then we have 4, 5, 6, right? And then the one that just came out is 7, 8, and 9. And at the beginning of each calendar quarter, the Simple Page Kits are released. So you can purchase them individually. If you just wanted 5, you could get the kit all by itself. But it doesn't come with the organizing folders and it doesn't come with the additional sticker pack. So that is the benefit of getting the bundle. Also, these are very popular, and as more people understand how helpful they are selling out more quickly. So the Simple Page Kit bundle number 3 was just released, and it has summer themed pages and a fall one. And when you buy the bundle, you're only paying shipping once. So you're getting the folders, you're getting the additional stickers, which, let me show you what those look like. They will come with a sheet like this, but then there is an additional sticker pack that goes with the sheet here. So lots of perks, shipping once, the folders, and the sticker pack. Okay, that's the benefit of getting the bundle. And then you don't have to worry about them selling out of something. The big summer promotion starts on Monday, the 7th of July. And that's a little earlier than normal, but I did notice that the Simple Page Kit bundles 1 and 2 were on last chance. And what that means is inventory is limited. So if you really like this idea, I would hop on it and get those before they sell through. I don't think that they will do a reprint. I think when they're out, they're out. So I would highly recommend that. The fourth special page kit bundle will probably be released late September or early October and have kits that are themed for those months of October, November, and December, but all within this color palette. So that's something that I really like because it eliminates the time that you have to spend finding the right shades and colors and things, because you have everything to build your page right here with you. So another benefit is you can learn how to create basic scrapbooking layouts by replicating the designs. Let me take these out. So you can see this is the contents of kit number 5. Okay, right here. So I got the extra cute little stickers, and this totally works for me for my theme because I'm going to use it for the Tulip Festival, and there are tulips right there. And there are tulips here and here. So that's kind of what drew me to this. And in the simple page kit here, you will see you have the layout in color that you can look at. You have the base pages. They will show you right here and what they look like, the size of the photos, and you'll get 2 sheets of paper that are your base pages, and then you get 1 piece of paper over here that you will cut. And it has lines on the back of exactly where you cut. So a very simple cutting guide. But what I love about this is every piece is used, right? You won't have any scraps of paper unless you choose to not mount something or adapt it your own way, but it is created so that you won't end up with scraps of paper. The instructions are right here below. Tells you what you need to do, tells you the size of the photos you need to cut, tells you the coordinating cardstock that you can purchase that would go with this 2-page spread. So everything is here for you. And what I like to do is take these and just hole punch them and put them in my sketch binder so that I can replicate this design with other paper that I have. You might think, oh, I don't need to do this. I'll just use my own stuff. And the idea is that this is fast, and then you have the sketch and you can duplicate it with your own stuff. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. You're getting something simple and inexpensive, and then you can duplicate it multiple times using different collections that you already have and have them work for you. So I love this whole idea. I really do. So let me put that aside for a second and show you the paper. Here's some cute, like, dotted, splotchy, what do you call this? Little splotches of color here. And then a nice mint stripe and something purple here. If you look on the back, this is the one that I will cut. It tells me exactly where to cut. All right, super simple. Can't really get any more simple than that. I'm going to put that one aside, and then I have these 2 pages, and I think this is how they go. If you're not sure how they're meant to be, come look back here, and it shows you the base pages, and this is what they look like. And you will have just a moment to study and think about what they've done. They've taken a lighter background paper, and then they have two other complementary patterns. A darker one here. This is about a 9-inch square. This is about a 4.5-inch band that goes across the bottom. And let me bring it up just a little bit so you can see the bottom. And then there's a little space here and a little header at the top so that you can see kind of how to lay it out if you were to do it with your own paper. It's very simple. 4.5, 9-inch square, and 4.5 block off to the left. Okay, and it's brought in a little bit here so that you can notch this paper on the end here. Okay, so just a really nice, simple page, but you can make this your own with your own pictures. You bring it up so you can see the bottom there. So you can use your own pictures and then do your embellishing on it. So the next thing that I would do is look here at the pictures. Now they have 4 3.5-inch square pictures, and they have a 3.5 by 5.5, 3.5 by 5.5. I've already printed and cut my pictures, and so this is where I start myself. And while I'm using this as a base, my pictures are my starting point. So I may not have 4 like this, and that's okay. They're just showing you this is what you can do. But I'm going to take my pictures and bring them out. Most of mine are 4 by 6, but then I have a couple. I wanted to cut some of the tulips and bring those in just smaller increments, because that's where we went. It was a tulip festival. And so I'm not using this layout for Mother's Day. I'm going to save that, but I am going to use it for the tulip festival because it has those great tulips in it. So I made smaller photos here because I don't really need a 4 by 6, to show we were at the tulip festival of all these. And that way I can fit in more pretty flower pictures without making it all about the flowers, right? This was a fun event where I went with my friend and we tried to get it scheduled multiple times. We finally made it there and we loved it. It was beautiful and we loved spending time together. So that's kind of the feeling that I want in my layout. So when you look at this, you kind of have to decide, how does this fit your pictures? I've trimmed them already and printed. So I'm looking here, these two are together. And I'm thinking maybe this will go like this. If I put them on that mint band here, then they don't really need to be matted. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. And then I'm going to put these smaller ones. They fit really nice. Maybe under here. Maybe like that. And then put these maybe up here, something like that. So you have a little color here, little color here. Kind of balances your page. But this is what I have already printed with my pictures. So that's kind of where I want to go with this layout. And then I have room at the top here for a title. And I can put this in a peekaboo pocket on this side and do some journaling. So I can do that there. Another thought I had was up here at the top, it's kind of just rock right there. And I could do some strip journaling at the top. So this is where I think I'm gonna go. I come back to my layout here and look at what they've done, and they put a sticker here to kind of finish things along the bottom. And they have a little tag of that mint going the other direction up at the top. I like that. I like this little truck cluster there too. I think that's cute. And I'm not going to put the mom sticker on. I'm going to save that for a Mother's Day thing. So I'm going to do something a little different in that corner, and maybe might have a longer picture here. So again, I'm letting my pictures dictate what I do. But I'm going to start here. You can do this with a trimmer or with some sharp scissors, but I'm going to start with just trimming this strip right here. And giving myself a tag because I do like that look. And I want it, I'm just trying to line it up here so that we're right on the edge. Perfect. Okay. So I kind of lay things out a little bit before I actually start adhering. And I'm just gonna not crease it, but kind of fold it like that. And just notch the bottom here of my tag and put it kind of there. I really do like the contrast. The colors are very pretty with this tealy color and the mint. So I do like that. And I may pull that over just a little so you can kind of see the notching. The other thing that I thought was fun with this are these cute border pieces, and they put theirs right along the bottom. So I'm going to do the same thing. It just kind of finishes off the page, and I like that kind of look. So I'm going to take these off so that I can lay it down, and I think I'm just going to put it along the edge, right along the edge there. So it just kind of seals that bottom edge. I like that. And it just gives you a little dimension as you're working, and I like the layers. But I do want to make sure that it lines up with my other side. So it's just barely going over. I want it to go over the mint block at the bottom. So there we go. Just kind of slowly take a section at a time across there. There we go. Okay. Nice. I like it. And I'm going to position this up at the top. And, you know, I'm just looking here and they actually have a little notch right there. I didn't even look for that, but isn't that nice? They already put a little notch for you so that you could do that right at the top. So I'm just gonna lay this down on that side so you can see here kind of where we're working, and I'll just kind of do one page at a time so that you can see what I'm doing. Now I go back to my sheet here, and they have mounted each of these photos. I don't really feel the need to do it, and I'm going to save that little bit of purple paper to go with this whenever I do something with Mother's Day. So I'm going to skip that mounting step and just go over to my pictures. Let's see, this one here, and bring it down about there. And this one about here. This one. Yeah. Okay, so that's where we're going there. And then these will be here. Like that. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put these down because I know where I want them. And I am using repositionable tape in case I need to adjust anything, then I can. But you're going to see this is very fast and simple. That's the idea, right? Simple page kit. And I'm actually making mine a little simpler. And then I'm going to put these two up here. Just so pretty. Love that little pop of pink in there. It's really, really fun. Okay, so let's do that. And I'm going to put these down. I definitely want to have room to tell the story. So the strip journaling is a fun way to do that, and it just kind of adds to the feeling of your page, right? I'm going to put these two on first and then center my center picture right in here. So that it's evenly spaced. Okay, simple, right? Simple page kit, it's working. So now I want to add something to my title. That's what I'm thinking about right here. And rather than use mom, I thought, okay, what about gardening? This would be cute right here. But I also thought, you know, I have this space And I want to give this some more focus, some more weight. And so in order to do that, I can add something larger behind it. So I saw that gardening. I think this would be really cute next to that, these little tulips. And then fun, right? Gardening fun, I think, is going to be my title. So I went to my pre-cut die cuts and I thought, all right, I need something to layer right here. That fits there too. I kind of like this one because it's kind of lacy and it just, I don't know, it stands out a little bit more. It's a little larger and it's a little lacy. And so I think I'm going to lay it right here and then I can put something off to the side there if I need to. So I want to bring that up. It's kind of hard to see from a distance, but the laciness looks really pretty here and helps to lift it off. Another thing I could do if I wanted to is use some of the paper that I didn't cut. Ooh, look at that. That just fits. And put it behind, and then it does pop out quite a bit more. I may end up doing that because I'm not going to use all that splotchy paper. I do kind of like that. It just needs to be very thin. Or I need to put my pictures down a little bit lower, one or the other. But I think I'm going to just lay this on here so I can see where I should cut. Let's try that. It does pop out quite a bit more, don't you think? It just brings it up a little, and then you see the lacy edge. So I think that I am going to bring those down just a tad and bring these down just a tad. So we have enough room for my title. Sometimes these can get just a little bit off. That's why we love repositionable, right? There. Okay. Then I can put this on. I do like that better. It's just such a pretty edge and it feels feminine for the Tulip Festival. So I'm going to line that up there. Okay, there we go. So that's going to be a pretty title and it's going to lift up more. You'll be able to see that a little bit better. Okay, there we go. So I'm liking that already. I'm liking that a lot. So let's see, gardening fun. I want to use that and I want to use this. So I think I'm going to put it about like that, and now that I think of it, I might just put this up on a foam square. So let's find foam square. See what a difference that makes to enlarge the title. Just makes a really big difference there. And it kind of draws your eye, and so will this pretty sticker. Draw your eye over to these tulips. I'm gonna put it about like that. And then gardening fun, fun, fun. I need to put another little foam square underneath this so it's the same level as my tulips. I'm using those thin foam squares, which I love. You know, another product I didn't know I needed until I got it, but I do like them. I like a little dimension, and I actually do like them thinner. Okay, gardening fun. Look how cute this is turning out. Right there. Okay, let me bring that up and show you. Okay. So the only thing I did different was add another layer within the die cut and then enlarge my title. And I like that. I like it a lot. Okay. So on this side, okay, you'll notice there are a ton of stickers here. This is a very full sheet, and each month you'll get that. And I do like that, but I am not someone who uses every sticker on the sheet for every page. So I think the little, the truck is really cute, and that would be cute to put right here, like it's on this little track. But the other stickers, like there's some here that Happy Mother's Day and stuff, I'm going to use that on another page. And I can always use the solid color cardstock that Creative Memories offers, and scraps that I didn't use. Remember, I still have these two pieces that I didn't use here that I can use for a Mother's Day page along with the cardstock. So there's lots of ways to adapt if you don't want to do it exactly how they have it laid out for you. It's just a suggestion, a starting point. I'm trying to find a little piece of, this is some of the backing paper from the foam squares that I can kind of lay down my truck and kind of figure out what do I want to put in the truck. So I think this is kind of cute because it's tall. We could stick that back there. And then maybe add some tulips to it. So we have these little, see, this is why you can kind of adjust before you commit. And I like that. So maybe I'll put one of those leaves coming forward. Maybe some tulips down here. Kind of like that. And then another tulip on this side. What do you guys think? I kind of like something bigger there behind it. So you just kind of have to check out your own stickers, what you have. I think I'm going to go with that. I like that. Okay, let's put it, I'm going to put it down like this is the straight. There. I like that. This one, let's see what it looks like if we bring this up, kind of tuck it under there. I like that. I like that. Okay, that's the answer. Right here, that's my little cluster up close. Right there. And then what I would do is take some of those write-on strips and stagger them here, like 1, 2, 3. And that will tell a little bit of the story right over on the side. And then I can write the rest underneath a peekaboo here. And we're done. So you can see how simple a simple page kit is. Okay, it's very, very easy. When I'm done with this, I can lay it right into my album, or I can take my organizing folder and slip it back inside of here. What I have done is taken my first folder, my number 1 folder here, and put my extra scraps and my extra stickers. Like, see here, I have some stickers left over that I haven't used. Spring things, okay, that can work in here. I might use that somewhere across a photo. Love, I could put that in there. There's some more daffodils, maybe a little butterfly up here. It's very spring looking, right? So if you want to see the finished page, what I end up doing here to finish it off with my journaling, go over to my Instagram account at makesweetmemories, and you can see the actual page. But I just wanted to show you there are so many time-saving benefits to using these kits. They're a solution for busy people who want to preserve memories but feel overwhelmed by how to start. You know, they're for brand new people as well who just don't even know where to start. And this acts as such a wonderful guide and a beginning jumping off point for you. Sometimes you think, do I have time to get everything out? You really don't have to, because you have everything right here. So there's great value and quality. Creative Memories has a reputation for archival quality, photo-safe materials that will protect your pictures. And the little coordinating embellishment packs, ooh, I almost forgot about this. This might go right over here. And maybe I'll put spring things with that, because how can you not use this at the Tulip Festival? I just think you need to. So there we go. And now you kind of have your different cluster centers. I like that. So it picks up that purplish color that's in there. It doesn't matter if I'm not wearing purple. Okay, you can't always match your stickers and your clothes, but it does give you an overall cohesive feel. And that's what we're looking for. So when you purchase the bundles, remember you get this cute additional little sticker that has some little mini embellishments on it. And you get the folders so that when you're done, you have a place to put your layout and to store it if you're not ready to put it in order in your album. So it just makes everything flow easier. And if you want beautiful results without the time investment of planning and shopping for individual supplies, this is your ticket. This is what you're going to love. And if you get one for each month of the year, then when the year is over, you have these 12 organizing folders that you can continue to use. And I just love that. I love being able to get things quickly, easily, and get right to it. So remember that the Creative Memories summer promo will be starting on July 7th, and you'll want to snap up some simple page kits and get yourself doing some serious summer scrapbooking. All right, have fun, you guys. You're gonna love it. I know you will.